A gift for me? So sweet.
Welcome, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, to my talk show. Tonight's chill discussion is going to be starting with LazzieTheDino, if you'd like to join me. And just a reminder that my name is That One Rebel, and hopefully you enjoy. Obviously, how you doing today, Lazzie?
Doing good. It's good to be here. Good to actually hang out.
Okay. So obviously you are going to be busy in about 30 minutes, so I'll try to go through as many questions as I can. So we'll start with some basic questions, the discussions, things like that. So my first questions I like to ask is, how did you end up getting into VR chat? Like, how did you get into this, game essentially?
I remember watching like poke videos on YouTube, and it's kind of interesting. But the big thing that got me into it was watching Rob, Blue Haze, and Firefox, seeing like the different sides of VR chat, like the DGen side, the RP stuff, and then in Firefox some of the ASL stuff. And they just gave me a big interest, and I played it off and on from 2017. Really wasn't that successful in making friends, so I kind of stopped. And then in late 2020, I hopped back on, found a dumb little T-Rex avatar, then became the T-Rex guy, and then here I am. It all started with this head.
Hell yeah. So that means you're a pretty old school gamer then, if you started like playing because of Poke, because Poke was a big part of a lot of people's journeys, including my own, getting into VR chat. So it's very interesting to hear. Now, obviously, I've known you for a little bit. You obviously run like a campground, which we'll get into a little bit later. But I want to start with other subjects, such as that ASL. Like you're very fluent in that. So how did that come about? Like, was that something that you learned as a child, or?
Well, signing for me is my mom and dad are deaf, and I'm hard of hearing myself. I'm like mostly deaf in both ears, so sign language was my first language. I grew up semi-mute mostly growing up, and so I had problems speaking and stuff like that for a long time, and I've been working on it, trying to get better. But yeah, signing is a big thing for me, and the fact that like signing and the signing communities are so big in VR chat is got me like back into it and wanting to, I guess, get better at it than I was. I wouldn't say I'm fluent, but I want to become that way again, to build better bonds with people in the community, and then maybe get closer to my mom and dad again.
That's interesting the obviously talk about, because obviously I have interviewed one person that is deaf, and that's Ray is deaf, and obviously I don't know too much about like the deaf community in VR chat. I obviously know they exist, and there are various communities that teach ASL or have people that are deaf that do play VR chat to then have the community to be a part of. My question is, what's your experience being or hard of hearing and being in VR chat? Is it very common that you'll bump into someone that will know ASL, or
pretty much it, like a lot of mutes, like I'd say maybe a third of the mutes I know at least know basic sign, maybe more than that. There's a lot know at least like the alphabet or friend, Discord, like the common phrases you need to know to get by. And even people who don't know sign fluently still know these common phrases, because it's like a base way to communicate with a lot of mutes. And a majority of my community and people I hang out with are mutes, so it's something I hang out with a lot. I don't do too much with the signing communities themselves, because I run my own, but I'm around people who sign pretty much every day. And yeah, it's nice. It helps me learn it. The best way to like learn sign is to practice it with people who sign, so I'm able to use it every day in and out of VR chat.
How different is IRL sign to VR sign? Is it pretty much the same, or is there some things you have to like change?
It's close. There are certain tools you can put on your avatar that let you cross fingers. The biggest ones are things that make you cross your finger, or where you put your thumb. For M, you would put your thumb right here, but you can't do that due to VR chat limitations. So M would be like this instead. And so certain letters have to change, and certain words have to be changed based on either the placement of the thumb or crossing fingers, or the fact that they're slang or made for just VR chat alone. Like certain words and phrases are just made for VR chat, so they're slang. And so certain things like that. But I'd say literally, if you want to learn sign, it is the best way to like transition to learning proper sign is VR chat sign. Especially if you have index, then it's like super close.
Yeah, I remember when the Index came out, and I remember Ray, I think, had like an Oculus. So they had like an avatar that literally just like would go through like 50 different finger placements. And now with Index, it makes it a lot easier. Obviously, there is a limitation with the Index, like what you said, like, you know, with your thumb and you can't. There's no finger spread, so you can't like do like the live long prosper from Star Trek.
V and U, yeah.
So I'm wondering if I'm hoping that in the future that these like type of headsets and controllers advance where it has better finger tracking, because then it benefits communities like the deaf community and the ASL community as well. I mean, we're pretty close there.
I mean,
it will get better.
Yeah. And they have those haptic gloves, and that's pretty much the closest you're going to get, but those are so expensive. But, you know, that's way in the future when it comes, like, you know, they can track everything. But yeah, like I said, there's tools you can put on your avatar or on your game itself that lets you do the proper signs. But like I said, we're not completely there yet, but we're getting closer though. And it's introducing people to sign who've never seen signing before in their life. So it's great.
So my next question is, well, how did you come about the campgrounds? How did that form? How, you know, was it a solo thing? Did you have some help?
Yeah. Well, pretty much, like, I was in desktop for a long time, like half my time, like 4,000 hours were all in desktop.
Yep.
And I would just go to Black Cats, and that's it, over and over, like 100 Black Cats a day, just over and over and over. That's all I do, just Black Cats. I didn't really care about the worlds or games. I just want to just socialize.
Okay.
And so I started making friends and more friends and more friends. And I met someone named Chief Geo, which is, he is pretty much the co-host of the community for me. And we started like going into worlds together. But then more and more people would keep joining us, and then get to a point where we couldn't go to Publix. So I started doing Friends Pluses, and then more and more people started joining us, and we started like making bonds in different communities, different groups, you know. And the biggest thing is we ended up at a world called Camping Stars, which is like this really nice, comfortable world. I used to sleep there on desktop. It was super nice. I would just go there, turn the brightness down, and just pass out around my friends. And then a man named Sora IRL saw that we went there so much and was a big part of our community, and that he made the campgrounds for us for free, just, you know, for the love of the community. And over almost been a year now since we built the map, that we started running lobbies there almost every day. But now we've slowed it down to every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday we do a Friends Plus, or if you're friends with someone there, you can come by, hang out, meet new people, socialize. And the biggest thing is it's just a place for people of all communities. We're like a melting pot of everyone. Like, we have ASL, we have dancers, we have streamer people, we have just randoms from Publix. Like, it just doesn't matter who you are or where you're from, but we just want to give everyone a chance to like make new friends, new experiences, and just, I don't know, give people that chance they couldn't find anywhere else.
And as time has progressed, obviously the community has grown a lot. So would you say that that people who are friends of other mutes come to the come to the campgrounds because they're like, oh, this is a place where I can meet other mutes or people that know ASL as well?
Yeah, people all have different reasons. Some people come to campgrounds like, hey, there's a place I can go drink at 6 a.m. Some people come to campgrounds because, oh, there's a cute mute there, I can go look at them. Hey, there's a billion different reasons. But like I said, that's the thing is, you know, with a variety of people, there's gonna be a variety of problems, but, you know, it's the good and bad of both sides of being Friends Plus only. And like I said, the map has never been made public either, so it's only open whenever I open it up. And I don't know, it has its problems, it's like most things do, but overall I just wanted it to be a place where we can help people who maybe are lacking those social skills or don't have a place to call home, to just find somewhere to meet up. And even if they don't stay with our community, they can maybe meet someone within the campgrounds and they can join that community through us, kind of thing.
Yeah, because I started going to the campgrounds when I heard about it, and I was like, this is cool. It's a nice chill spot. It's not a club. It's just, hey, let's hang out by a campfire and let's talk and just, you know, hang out and have a fun time. You also run events, like obviously there's like a Christmas time you did, there's like a Halloween event. Like, the map is customizable, so it's really cool.
Yeah, like I said, we've done it for a whole year, and we have new projects in the work, and we want to like keep doing new things and keep giving people new stuff to do, because like I said, we've been doing the same map for a year now. But, you know, the map maker is finally, I think he's sealed off his seal of approval. He's been working on it for a year straight, and he wants to move on to new projects. So that's where we're, hopefully soon we'll have some new stuff coming out for people.
Oh, nice. Do you have any like little like memes about the world, or maybe like a little trinket for someone that comes very often? You know, like some people have, like, for example, my world obviously have like a plushie. So would you have anything like that in your world?
Our biggest thing is the cardboard cutout of me and the co-host, which we put that there where, say we are busy, our joke was, if you're busy, go talk to the cardboard cutout. You know, we also have little Easter eggs for people who have been part of our community. And if you solve all the Easter eggs on the map, you can shoot off big fireworks into the sky. So,
oh, nice.
There's like little things sitting all across the map. Yeah.
Reminds me of like the classic VR chat days, because back then, before the mirror meta and all this stuff, there's a lot of maps that are very old that used to have like hidden little triggers where like you just grab like a hidden button in a wall and then something happens. And I was always intrigued by that. It always made me very interested in finding and world exploring. So it's great to hear that even your map has something like that where like it's an Easter egg.
Yeah. We didn't want to make like a big old thing where you're like, hey, look, there is stuff hidden here, huh? It's just if you happen to like, there's like random fruits in the world. If you pick them up, you have no idea what to do with them. But if you happen to drop them in a certain area, and then a certain thing will trigger, and then something else will happen. And it's like, it just, if you just explore the world and actually look around, then you'll just figure it out yourself, kind of thing. So I just wanted to come naturally to people.
So my next question is, well, how did you end up getting into like the Golden Gator lobby specifically? How did that come about?
Like I said, I watched Rob and all of them, but I ended up meeting a lot of friends just through my campgrounds or hopping Publix or whatever, and just making friends that way. And then way before we even had the map, fucking Keo, Spongy, and some others would join us at the Camping Stars map and dance and hang out with us. So I friended Keo back then. And then Keo would always come to our campgrounds way after that because we'd be up at 6 a.m. partying, and she's like, shit, let's go party. And so one day at like 3 a.m. she came to the campgrounds. Rob joined off of her. And then so did Crumpet, and they ended up bringing like 20 plus people from the lobby. I was freaking out because like, I fucking watched them all the time. I was like, holy shit, this is crazy.
Yeah.
And then they ended up partying at the map, having a good time for like 2-3 hours. And I introduced myself. I even told them I'm from chat. I'm a big fan. Like the map used to be called the Royal Campgrounds, based off the Royal Gator. So that's how much of like a fanboy I was. And and then once the party was about to end, they wanted to go to a new map because they wanted more people. They wanted me to host it, and before I dropped the portal, I was like, hey, can I add you if that's okay to Crumpet? And Crumpet said no because I'm from chat, which is the rule. And Rob said I was such a nice guy, just go ahead and let you add him. I was like, cool. And then I didn't even join any lobby RP stuff for maybe 2 months after that because I was so scared about joining the RP lobby. I was super nervous because like they didn't add me for the RP reasons, they added me for a party. So I never thought I was allowed to go to RP. But I had so many friends already in the lobby, from like EO to Big Boy and a bunch of others. I had friends with like half the lobby already before I was even in it, just through my campgrounds, and they all was encouraging me to go. So I started going, and then I started doing small RP pits. I was like hanging in the background, all scared and timid. Like people like Dento, Schmoopy, some of those guys like help encourage me and like build me up and help me make my character. And then over time, then it went from scared little dinosaur to me owning and running the bar for like 2 months. So it's been a crazy fucking ride.
That's quite the journey, being nervous and being worried about, oh, am I going to be accepted in here? Am I like, I'm just a chatter and stuff like that. And then now look at you. Now you're part of the lobby, and now you role play and you add to it and do all these incredible things. And it's quite the evolution. It's almost like you went Super Saiyan or something. So, well, next thing is obviously as you went through the Golden Gator, do you have any favorite like RP moments that you're like that was fun, like that was one of my good moments that I was a part of?
I mean, like, so the biggest one would have to be the Bronze Dino arc, where like out of nowhere, like some guy who used to be fucking watching Rob all the time now owns the bar. The bar's name's changed. The bar's like called the Bronze Dino. He changed the name of the map, the bar. Like I was the big boss. We had big events every single week. Laser Shield, they were pretty much the one helping me scheme and plan and like do all this stuff. We got people together, and like we brought RP back for like 2 months, where people were showing up, like old people were showing up and new people were showing up, and like people were like doing RP and having fun, and with a big giant finale. Tears were shed. It felt like at the end of like a big theater performance, and it was just like a memory I'll keep with me forever. From like, I don't know, it just felt good to be able to like give people like RP. Like that's why I like role playing. I like doing improv, and to be able to give the whole lobby that and give people who are like scared to RP a chance. And a lot of people who never RP before would reach out to me, hey, can I have a role? And I'd give them something, and they would excel at it and do better and better. And then I don't know, it just being able to give people that chance and show people like that side of RP and that level of improv was so much fun. And I don't know, I'd love to do it again someday.
Yeah, because I was watching it when it was happening. I was like, oh shit, the Lazzie owns the Golden Gator now, and it's all changed, and everybody had all the nameplates and everything changed too on like their uniforms, and you had like the Dino girls, like the security girls. I was like, oh shit, like you really invested into this. I was like, oh shit, okay. So
yeah, a lot of that were people from my community who I reached out to. Depp did the logos for me, and someone else did the badges for me, and then the female avatar, I had someone make the outfits for me, and I had different people like do all this stuff. And then I I don't know. I wanted to go all in. Like, if I'm going to own the bar, I'm not going to just paint over the logo. And like Laser Shield made a new poster every week, and we had a new theme every week. And like I said, we even did a fucking RP sex tape for this, and then we ended it with 3 or 4 court cases. We got people all together and did a court video going against each other, and like framing Rob, and like we did like fully produced videos and all that, just to really sell the RP, and that was so much fun.
Yeah, I was watching during that. I was not expecting like these videos to be made and like literally having like Rob dance on people. I was like, what the fuck? And like having mutes in the cage. I was like, bro, is this RP? Like, what's going on here, dude? What the hell? I was like, this is like next level right here. I don't even. The thing is, like, sorry, I've been a part of a roleplay for 3 years, like Neon Divide, and some other roleplays don't even make like videos like to that extent. So that's very impressive that you did that.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, we had the actor was Zizix, Dracar, Jay, and Iron, and then Def was like the big one where he like edited it, did the music, recording. He did all that, and like sent us the video within like a day or two. He went above and beyond for the RP and helped us. And like he did 3 videos, and like I said, literally we did 1 recording. I was like, you guys are so good, let's go do another. And like Zizix and all them, like all those takes you saw were all done in 1 or 2 takes. Like all the actors, all performers did amazing. The editing did amazing. I was just there directing it, and it turned out really good. And you know, I still lost the case because, you know, I'm the bad guy, I had to lose, but to be able to show that kind of content, show that like if you actually put in the work and reach out to people and like work together, you can like put in like bigger RP content than just going and improving. You know, it's still improv, but you're adding something to it, and I thought that was just really fun.
Yeah, that's an important part of role playing, is that you got to take the L sometimes. I feel like some people in RP think they always got to win or always got to trump over the bad guy. Kind of like they're thinking like it's like some classic comic book where it's like Batman versus Joker, where Joker like always loses or whatever. You know, like sometimes you can win, sometimes you got to lose. Sometimes you got to take the L to then you have a revenge arc, right? Because now you can come back with like, you know, Bronze Down on part 2 like sometime in the future, and you'd be like, oh shit, like the Emperor strikes back, bro. The King Dino strikes back, bro. So.
Oh, yeah, like I said, I went from like the big boss running the lobby to the next week after I lost the bar. I walked into the bar and all my ex-employees just beat the shit out of me for like 10 minutes, just beating me. I was like, why? You loved me at one point. And it was like going from like the big leader to just being like the punch dummy. And like I said, you gotta sell it, you gotta go all in. And I've hurt myself selling RP before too.
Oh shit.
1 concussion, a chipped tooth, and some fractured bones, all from selling RP.
What the wait, what?
How
did you get the fractured bones? What did you do?
I was doing a dancing bit with Aika, and I kicked a wall, and then another time I fell back in a weird way and fucked my hip up.
Oh my god. Are you fine now?
Yeah,
like, are you all healed back up?
All good, all good, all good.
Even these old dinosaur bones
just gotta
can heal up, you know?
I said, I don't know, I just get too into the role play, I get really immersed, and I just don't really think about my play space or where I am in the world, and as I said, it's my fault. I'm a big guy, so I'm 6'6", I shouldn't be moving like that, but you just get really into it and you kind of just forget.
Oh shit, so if you were to meet Rob IRL, you'd be like equal, like you like 2 giants.
Yeah, that's the thing is like, we're like the same height, we both adore mutes, we both, like he's from Poland, my family's from Germany, we have a lot in common, so like me and Rob get along a good amount, so yeah. It's pretty fun. He's the gator, I'm the T-Rex.
Do you know any German?
No, sadly, because like I said, my dad's from Germany and he's deaf, so there's no translation brought over from that.
Damn. I wonder though, does so obviously it's ASL is American Sign Language, so I'm wondering if like, you know, there's British Sign Language, German Sign Language.
Yes,
I'm wondering if how different
there's
it is.
EU Sign Language.
Yeah.
There's like Filipino Sign Language, Japanese Sign Language, they all have their own versions. Like for American Sign, like you would do like A or B like this. But for EU Sign, they do like 2 hands for the alphabet, and it's like, it blows my mind. I had a friend who was fluent in European Sign, and they use 2 hands for their alphabet. I'm like, that's crazy to me. But yeah, the different regions do have their own signs as well. So
that's interesting, because I thought it was just universal. Like I thought that like maybe I don't know, maybe at some point maybe it should just be universal, you know. But I guess that's just the way it is, you know. Some people are like, no, I gotta use my version, it's better than yours, you know.
Yeah, I mean there's different cultures with it too, and different communities, and it has its own like ways of speaking and stuff like that too. So the deaf culture is a whole thing in its own.
Oh, of course. So obviously you've not just done RP, but you also been a part of various parts of like the Avatar showcases. So obviously you did like a Christmas, you did like a Halloween theme. You know, you did all these amazing things. Do you have any future plans for doing more stuff with that? With your avatars in the future?
I said we were gonna do one for the last one, the summer showcase, but the person who does all my avatars, Cinderglow, done all my avatar work for me. I can't even upload an avatar. I'm a dumb dinosaur.
Oh, okay.
But they've done all it for me. And but the next one will be a Halloween showcase, and our plan is to go even bigger than before because we won the last 2 showcases, and I'm planning on winning this one too. I'm planning on making it pretty much maybe like a 3-minute movie almost with this avatar.
Shit.
Because like I for showcase it's supposed to be a showcase. Some people go out there, they toggle their avatar, and they walk off. You know, I want to make it an experience. Like, you know, it's a whole showcase. I want to go above and beyond IRP even when doing a showcase.
I do agree with you. I think some people rely a little bit too much on the sex appeal. They're like, big booba, and then like that's my that's my thing, you know.
Oh.
But
yeah.
Anyway, what was something that nobody knows, or something that you were willing to share that people don't know much about you? Like, are you a big club goer, or are you shy? What's something that you never really told someone that you're willing to share?
Oh man, the thing is, I'm a completely open book. It's a policy of mine where I have no secrets. I'm open about everything, just because I feel like if I'm more open about myself, it helps people who are more shy open up a little bit, you know. So most people who know me knows most things about me. I used to cosplay in real life a lot. I've used to be a roadie in a screamo band. I've used to go to clubs all the time. Like back in college, I used to do all kinds of stuff, and then I moved out to the country to take care of my grandmother for the last 5 or 6 years, and then she passed away in November, and so I've been taking care of my mom after that. So I've just been, since then I just stay at home and just play VR chat. I go to clubs, I go to social events, I do a little bit of everything, but my main focus is just RP in my community.
I gotcha. So also you started streaming as well. So I saw that you were streaming, like I think it was Dead Space 1 or Dead Space 2. What's the story behind that?
I've streamed since Justin TV, so I've streamed for almost 10 years now.
Okay.
Yeah. It's never been that successful, but to me it was just like a place where I could like be by myself, play some games, and just talk. And I didn't even get affiliate till like a year and a half ago. Over streaming 10 years for it. Damn. But like, I don't know, to me it's not about that. I just like the experience of just playing a game, and even if there's like one person in there, I'm talking and hanging out with one friend. You know, that's how I see it, and I just always enjoyed it. So I don't do it as much now due to IRL obligations keep me from doing it as much. But yeah, it's just something I've always enjoyed. I would love to do it full time someday.
Hell yeah. What's the story about the crown? Is there a story behind that?
It just the name for like T-Rex kind of comes from, it's like king of like the dinosaurs. That's like the proper term for like Tyrannosaurus Rex. Yeah. So we just put the crown on top of that. And the co-host of our community also had a crown, and we used to be called the Royal Campground. So we were the kings of the campground. So the crown just made sense, kind of thing. So I'm the king of the dinosaurs with a crown. So it's the double king. And then once you go to the camp map, I have another crown. So I just keep stacking. I just make my ego bigger and bigger. Just keep this crown stack.
Okay. I gotcha. You gotta stack the ego, you know. Oh, what the fuck? Oh.
So when you're a T-Rex, you have to like show some kind of bling. Okay, I got the nice suit, got the nice crown, but I still got this face, so I have to like make up for it elsewhere.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. Do you often go to clubs in VR chat? And are you like a big party animal, or are you more like just more chill vibes?
Well, I don't drink, I don't do DJ stuff, I really don't do anything. I like dancing and stuff, but I used to go to lap dance clubs a good amount. Yeah. Just because it was a new experience, but I kind of slowed down on that like once a week if that. Okay. And right now, really, all I do is just every day I either do an RP thing, a community event, and then I open up a lobby every single night. But like, for the last 600 days, I've opened up a lobby every day. And so, yeah, I try to be very committed and give people a place to go to every night.
Is there anything that, besides like, you know, with your Avatar showcase you want to do on Halloween, and also with the campgrounds, is there anything else that you want to share that you've been working on? Any secrets, any, you know, hush?
We are hopefully working to, in the future, actually having a Lazzie 2.0, maybe finally adding stuff to this avatar. And actually, because I've been like, this head and this base I've been using for a while now, and I would like to, like, it's what I'm known for, so I'd like to actually add like expressions to it, or bodies, like actually change outfits, you know, all kinds of stuff. I want to do more with this because this face is so blank and so bland. I want to like add something to it and make it more so I can like enhance my RP and a new Lazzie coming soon. Hopefully by the end of this year there'll be an upgraded dinosaur prowling around.
Yeah, dinosaur VTuber. You'd be like one of the first to do it, honestly.
I'm the DTuber.
Yeah.
We out here DTubing, baby.
VTuber. Let's go. I'm for it. I'm all for it. Obviously a lot of people are like, cat girls, fox girls, humans, whatever. But the point is, like, you have a unique angle. Like I don't see too many dinosaurs, so it'd be interesting.
The thing is, I don't even like T-Rexes that much anyway. I just chose this avatar way back in the day because I didn't want to be an e-boy. I didn't want to be a fucking anime avatar.
Yeah.
And I saw this at Big Ass Emporium. The mouth moves funny. I was like, cool, I'll put this on for a week or two until I find something I like. And then everyone knew me as the T-Rex guy, and then now I'm permanently the T-Rex guy. But like a lot of things in VR chat is you need that icebreaker, that first start that conversation, and when you're walking around like this, people want to come talk to you, and that's starts friendship, starts that's the hardest part in VR chat is that first conversation. If you can break that wall, then you can talk to anyone in this game.
That I agree. I think I've always said that first impressions really do matter, and having a unique avatar or style can really bring people to come towards you. Because obviously they're gonna be like, "What the hell is this? A dinosaur? What the fuck?" Because everyone else is gonna be like, "Oh, I'm a typical e-boy with the tattoos, laid back. Hey, yo, what up? Yo, what up, girl? You want to come back to the private room with me?"
Yeah. Shit.
Yeah. So when they see this, they're like, "Oh shit, yo, this guy got some flavor. What the hell? He's like a dinosaur. What's going on here?"
Yeah.
So.
And I said stay optimized as well. So I don't know. It's just I have slightly above average social skills, so I want to bring those to people who have almost none and try to bring them up and build them up. That's what I also try to do, is try to help people who aren't that socially good. That's why a lot of my friends are mutes, just because it's just easier to talk to them. And a lot of them are so shy and timid, and over some of my friends over the year plus I've known them have even unmuted or done big things or streaming or blowing up back when they used to be just hanging out in the corner, just shy, timid. And then but if you go up to someone and actually help build them up, you can help people in this game and make them better than they were, and that's something I try to do as much as I can.
Oh, absolutely. We're coming up on 30 minutes, so is there anything that you would love to share or talk about or shout out about yourself, whether it's your own channel or something that you're planning on doing, or just a final message that you want people to hear about yourself?
Like I said, if you ever want to be cozy and hang out, LazzieTheDino at twitch.tv. Like I said, I don't stream too often, but when I do, it's always a pretty chill vibe. If you ever want to interested in the campgrounds, a lot of it's Friends Plus, so just hang out, talk to people, and eventually you'll probably add someone who is online at the campgrounds. It's every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But if anyone who knows me, like I said, I do a lobby every day. And if you want to just meet people and hang out, come by, talk to people, come talk to me. I said, I'm not a scary guy, even though I'm a big T-Rex man. Just come by, say hi, hello. I'm always down to make new friends, socialize, and just, try to make VR chat more fun place. And I don't have any big projects. I'm just got RP and just, trying to make my community as firm and keep it going as long as I can. So that's, I just appreciate you having me here.
Absolutely. I think you did a wonderful time. Thanks for coming by. And I've said it myself, I'll say it to you again. I enjoy going to the campgrounds, the way that I've actually made new friends and stuff like that. And, I got to show some of them, what I do, and they think it's cool. So I think it's an interesting, good place just to chill. I like the vibes because a lot of places I go to, it's a lot, I am a drinker, but a lot of people get way too wild, way too drunk, and they're just they don't have the attention span to really pay attention. But when you're at the campgrounds, it's very chill. People are just being comfy. Let's talk, hear some stories, whatever. So I appreciate, going by and hanging out with everybody. But again, can everybody give a round of applause, get some hearts in the chat for Lazzie? Thank you so much for coming by. I really do appreciate it.
Of course.
Thank you.
Well, I appreciate you having me.
Of course.
Thank you. Like I said, this was very fun. I really enjoyed this. So I'm going to get back to the RP grind. Hey, thank you for having me, Rebel. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys.
All right. We have our next guest coming by, which is going to be OddOni. Coming by, I feel like to just step up. Come over here. Let me take a drink real quick. 1 second here.
Voila!
Hello, welcome. Oh shit, that was quite the entrance, man. What the heck?
It's
Okay.
good to finally actually be on the set and
yeah.
be part of the show.
Oh, absolutely.
I've seen this world too many times. I get to appreciate it from the VIP seat. Nice to be here. I appreciate the invitation.
Of course, of course. So again, this is OddOni. You're a part of a duo with Marina, who's going to be going after you, showcasing a whole new avatar.
Yeah.
And obviously, you've been working together as a couple, but more specifically, been working on this project called, like, what's it called? New Eden, right? Or Eden?
Yeah, New Eden.
Okay.
New Eden Interactive is the LLC name, but we typically just say New Eden.
Okay. What for those who don't know, because obviously I know a lot more, but you know, to everybody else watching, what is New Eden specifically? What's it all about?
New Eden is our attempt at bringing, my lovely girlfriend and I's IRL skills to VR chat. Essentially striving to push virtual reality in ways that may seem not possible or anything like that. We look at virtual reality as an opportunity to really reinvent oneself. We've seen this platform do amazing, incredible things for a lot of people, ourselves included. Our lives have changed completely because of virtual reality, and we take it very seriously, probably more serious than most people, but we really see the possibilities here are endless, and we kind of go in with a blue sky outlook. It's very open-minded, like, you know, whatever we can imagine, let's at least attempt to try to do it, and kind of go from there.
Okay. So how long have you been doing this New Eden project for?
This project has actually evolved several times. I would say realistically, we've probably been at this singular goal for about 2 years. New Eden itself has been around since late 2021. However, a lot of this all started shortly towards the mid to end of COVID. Yeah, we've just decided to see how far we can take virtual reality, and so far it's been pretty good.
Okay. How did you initially get into VR chat? That's always an interesting question.
COVID, 100%. So at the time, I was furloughed for quite a while. I was very anxious. None of my friends group, like, they hung out anymore. Couldn't go to work. Wasn't supposed to leave the house. You know, we were all supposed to be quarantined. So before, we were furloughed, I figured it would be a good opportunity to do something I've always been kind of interested in, which was virtual reality. I've always been to, like, the Microsoft shops, you know, where they demo it, and I always thought it was super cool. So I was like, I'll tell you what, I'll buy it. If I don't like it, I'll return it. No big deal. Surely COVID won't last very long. You know, 2 years later, here we are. But
Surely.
I didn't return the headset. I will say, as far as I was probably addicted for a while there in the early stages. God, the beginning stages of VR chat are so amazing. I'm kind of numb to it now, unfortunately, but man, the early days, I wish I could relive that again.
Okay. When you started playing VR chat, was this around the time that you met Marina, or did you met Marina before you were playing VR chat?
I met Marina maybe a year in.
Okay.
Maybe a year in, I would say, after getting VR. We did meet in virtual reality. Luckily, we were in the same state. That was a very, big conversation starter for us. But we had similar goals, and we kind of started working together first, and then kind of, grew a little closer, over time. VR love is real. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise.
Yeah. There is a movie coming out literally later this month all about this. So I'm surprised they didn't include you. I mean, are you in the movie?
Well, actually, Marina is. We're associate producers on in the credits for that film. We were really, really close with Poe at the time while he was still in early stages of development. He's very busy nowadays, so we don't talk much anymore. But a really incredible guy. We met in virtual reality. Is a beautiful, beautiful film. We know a lot of people in that film. I'm really happy for them. They're about to get featured on HBO.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. So cool.
Yeah, I'm excited to finally see this. I've heard about this film for like a year, and I was just like, please, I want to see it, man, please. You know, so I'm definitely excited to finally be able to watch it and see what it's all about, and be like, wait, I know that person. That's my friend. They're on HBO. What the? You know, maybe I'll be on there one day. I'll be like, hey guys, I'm a talk show host and I play an anime waifu, but I'm a man. They'll be like, huh?
I'm sure Poe's got the last time we talked, he had so many ideas moving forward. This is a big stepping stone for him, but he's gonna keep going for sure.
Yeah, I get you. But anyway, back into VR chat and New Eden. So, yeah. What do you specialize in? Are you more of like a graphic designer, or are you a world creator, avatar builder? What's your background?
So I would say not only my background, but me and Marina's background is very extensive. I actually have, how can I put it? I used to be an A&R agent for a record label called Epic Network Records, or Epic Network Music. It changed to Records later on. I was with them for about 3-4, probably 2 to 3 years. Let's say 2 to 3 years, maybe 4, but we'll say 2 to 3. That got me a lot of practical, like real world experience. I dealt with a lot of big name talent during that time. Moe Shop, we worked with, I believe, a lot of Monster Cat artists. We worked very closely with Monster Cat, Proximity, Suicide Sheep, a lot of those early YouTube record labels.
Oh, yeah.
It was probably one of my pride and joys so far in my entire life. I was very young at the time, but that was a really, really cool experience to have that experience. From there, I have a college background in business marketing, and then I started computer science. I actually never finished college. I ended up just pursuing business opportunities, and which has led me to working for VR Chat full time. Marina, which will come on later, she actually has a background in game design. She was actually taught by one of the original developers of Crysis, which I find fascinating.
Really?
We're kind of a yin and yang thing that we got going on. What I do not excel at, she's incredible at, and what she lacks, you know, I just happen to have. We really just came together in a really natural way, and we've supported each other for a long time now.
Yeah, that's quite the story, you know, to literally meet someone in just literally be like, hey, it's COVID, I guess I'll just get a VR headset, to meeting your girlfriend, to working with them, having a project, having an ambition. You know, it's almost like a butterfly effect or something like that, you know, like all the cards align.
Yeah.
You know? So
I was very lucky.
Yeah, maybe one day I'll get lucky too, right guys? Please.
You have this incredible set. I don't know what you're talking about. This is the most polished live stream I've ever seen. Like,
oh, thank you.
Incredible.
It was a long time getting here. Okay, this is 2 and a half years, almost 3 years in the making. It wasn't like this when I first started. When I was first started, it was very what do you call it, like hobo, like, you know, very really run down, like ghetto and all this like sketchy shit, and I didn't know what I was doing. I was just like, because I don't have any formal training as a you know, talk show host or even broadcasting or anything like. I did take communication technology for about 4 years in high school, but that doesn't really translate. When I went to college, I took interactive media design, which is how you make websites, which has nothing to do with what I do. But you know, I did YouTube on the side, and
yeah.
You know, when you talk to yourself every day for 10 hours a day, you kind of get used to your own voice. You're like, wow, I sound like shit, but hey, you know what? Just you got to deal with it, and then you keep talking to yourself, and you're like this for many years, and eventually you get you know, used to it. So, you know, practice makes perfect is what I like to say. And
oh, of course.
I always like talking to people, so I guess you could say that I turned my dopamine serotonin rush of talking to people into a job/career, which is talking to people and having them on a talk show in a professional setting, in a way. So
it's really cool. I really like what you got here. For the newbies in chat, this is a real, like, these buildings are real.
Yeah, those are real.
There's a whole city out there outside of the studio. It's amazing.
Yeah, in real life they don't do that. Okay, it's all fake. Okay, just let you know, it's all illusion.
Yeah, it's all fake. It's all green screen.
It's all green.
Actually, some of it is green screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of it is green. Some of it is just like a JPEG. I think some of them use just a giant TV screen that just plays like a looped video as well.
Yeah.
That's
crazy.
I've actually
Just know that Rebel's going that extra mile for this show.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I think maybe I got first interest when I was in high school because I actually went to, I'm Canadian, so I went to Toronto. And there is, what's it called? There's a big studio there, Much Music Studio, and they do a lot of like the 24 CP24, which is a news thing. They also did like at the time the Anderson Show and like a bunch of stuff. And I got to walk on the stage, and they walked us through the process and everything, and I got to be part of a recording for a show as well. So somewhere I'm out there in the internet.
That's cool.
10 years ago, someone was to find that. They probably wouldn't.
I'm gonna start digging as soon as I'm on.
Yeah. But anyway, you and I met, and Marina met in an interesting way. We met on New Year's actually, which is quite interesting, quite fascinating. Yeah. That if I didn't go on that day or be in that specific lobby, who knows if we would have ever met? You got to think about that for a second.
Shout out to Sugar Shy.
Yeah,
she's helped us make a lot of connections.
Shout out to Sugar Shy. Yeah, it was on New Year's, and you guys were working on the Evergarden map, and I was like, "What's this?" And they were like, "Oh, this is our big production." And I was like, "Well, I'm a talk show host," and they were like, "Wait, what?" So
we're still very small at this stage, but we hope to not stay that small for long. We have been told time and time again that people will be like, "Oh, what do you want to do? What are you trying to do?" All this sort of stuff, and I'm like, "Oh, we want to do this, and this is how we see virtual reality and all this stuff." And they go, "That's ambitious."
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah. And there's always this sense of doubt, but we've never stopped working since. I mean, whenever I started all of this, when I met you, a lot of these people, and I started down this road, I was working a 9-to-5 job, 8 hours a day, and I would come home and do more work it was exhausting. I recently just quit my job, and I'm full-time working in VR chat along with Marina, thanks to our amazing community and those who buy our avatars and support us. Like, it's really given us amazing opportunities to continue to do this dream job, and we're very, very lucky. We're very, very thankful.
That's awesome. Yeah, to think about that. Your job is now in VR chat in a way like mine, well, mine with a talk show and yours with New Eden and all the projects you're going to be doing. It's all very interesting, as much people give flack to VR chat, like it's also literally brought people together, whether with relationships or with jobs and opportunities. So, at the end of the day, you always got to think of the positives and be like, hey, I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for VR chat or if it wasn't for VR and stuff like that.
100%.
Absolutely. So obviously, Marina will be coming on shortly in like 15 or so minutes. But obviously, you create a lot of avatars together. How do you come up with these ideas of, like, for example, the avatar represents yourself now? Is that like, is that a more of a Marina thing, or is that something you had a part in?
So Marina likes to call me the creative director of New Eden. Because I don't have any. I do have technical skills 100%. I was originally self-taught in Unity and Blender, but she has actual professional experience with these programs. So me being more of an amateur in this field, I'm not limited by what is possible, right? So I typically throw a lot of really crazy ideas, and my imagination runs wild. This could be characters or world design or the just general direction of New Eden. And she'll be the voice of reason. I'll be like, yeah, but I see a lot of problems with doing that. It's not practical. And then we'll kind of butt heads on an idea, pushing back and forth until we meet in the middle to where something is practical, but it's also imaginative. I would actually argue that we've kind of recently come to the conclusion that our main avatars, which would be Gate and Key, what we're currently wearing now, are probably our least imaginative out of our recent releases, just because we were still learning a lot at the time. But you know, we've resonated closely with these. I would say a lot of our decisions come from the community. We watch very closely what's doing well in VR chat, what people like, what they steer clear from, stuff like that, while still trying to be revolutionary. As much as we would like to just kind of do whatever we want to do, as people selling products online, I think it'd be irresponsible of us to create things for us when they should be created for the people that support us and buy them, you know?
So obviously you have a Gumroad, but do you have like other avenues? Like you have like a Twitter? Do you have a Patreon, Discord? Do you have all these things that?
Yeah, we have most social medias. Recently, we've started doing TikToks quite a bit, but TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, most of our social medias are just New Eden INT. So Twitter at New Eden INT. Same thing with TikTok, Discord. If you look up New Eden INT, it'll pop up. But yeah, I mean, we're on most things. We are looking into options for patrons. We've kind of held back on it because we have a lot of really cool ideas, but we're not ready to execute them yet. We want to make sure that, again, the money spent towards New Eden, you get something out of that. You have a level, an expectation from us. So while we are very slow to develop these things, once they're released, we have the utmost confidence that they're going to succeed. So Patreon will come later. We have entertained the idea of live streaming, but again, it's one of those things where it's like we would like VTubers or some sort of presence. We want to polish it first before we try anything, so we're kind of waiting on those ideas as well.
Yeah, I could see it being interesting because if both of you streamed at the same time and had like two models, you know, you don't see too many people be like a pairing as like a VTuber group.
Yeah.
So that'd be an interesting aspect to have, you know, like the yin and yang, you know.
That would be very cool.
And then you could play games.
I haven't thought about that.
Then you could play like what's that game? The game that came out like last year, won like a bunch of awards. It's where like it's like 2-player co-op, and like you're like in a kids game. Takes Two. Yeah, that one.
Oh, It Takes Two. God, I've wanted to play that, so we
you can play
we
it
haven't
Marina.
had the time. It's on our list for sure.
Or what's the other one? The Prison Break one.
I don't know that one.
Oh god, I can't remember. But that one also won a bunch of awards too. That's an R2-player one, where it's like similar concept, where it's like split screen. I forget what it's called.
I'll have to look that up. I think I know what you're talking about. I don't know the name of it. I think I've seen gameplay of it though.
That one's also an interesting one. So there's two games right there you can play that are like co-op shared screen type of thing. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to check the stream later and check them out.
Absolutely. Anyway, in other news, is there anything that that you're working on besides the avatar that Marina will be showing? Anything that you want to discuss more about New Eden? Anything that maybe you want to talk about, tease about? You know, a world, you know, for example, like you have the Evergarden that's like kind of like a venue type of thing that people could rent out, and that's very interesting.
We have a ton of projects in the works. We actually just reviewed our timeline today, and we pretty much have projects all the way through February of next year. We have a very big goal of essentially creating a world within VR chat that is united via portals called New Eden. The name New Eden comes from the idea that we feel a lot of people seek asylum in VR chat. Again, a place to reinvent themselves, you know, find happiness, stuff like, and a lot of people do. That's why, you know, the film, you know, We Met in Virtual Reality is even doing well right now, is because a lot of people resonate with that idea. We were originally inspired by BioShock, which again stems from the idea that Rapture is a safe haven for the artists, for scientists to create without limits. And we really resonated with that idea, which is why a lot of our stuff, including this avatar, are very Art Deco. We will have a Art Deco skyscraper named High Tower. That will be our hub world, and then we have plans to do EDM venues. Just general multi-purpose venues like Evergarden. A bunch of world ideas that are just a checklist that we hope to have out by the end of the year. Actually, we'll see how that goes, but. Yeah, I mean, geez, so much. We really appreciate anybody that's waiting on us. I know we've talked about, worlds, this and that, and blah 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 for so long, but we are working on them, and we promise that when they're out, they will be amazing. Like we want them to stay on the top list of VR chat when they come out, but unfortunately, that does take time and a lot of thought before it comes out. But several exciting projects. One of them you'll see in just a moment. Our next 2 avatars that we're releasing.
Ooh, wait, 2 avatars? Not just 1, but 2? Oh, snap. Okay.
Yeah, this will be 2.
All right. I guess another thing I could ask is like, how much time do you think you spend in VR chat? Do you think it's too much or too little, or?
Well, so in the early days of VR chat, I pretty much lived in this game. I think it's just evolved. I would say physically, I don't spend a lot of time in VR chat anymore. Most of it is developing for VR chat, which I would still say is one of the same. It's just evolved over time. But geez, in the early days, I used to wake up, make my cup of coffee, and then just headset on, sit in a black cat and drink my coffee, be like, what's up guys, I'm just drinking my coffee, good morning everybody, good morning VR people. And I've been cracked on this game for a long time. Wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for it though, so I'd say it all worked out.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess it all worked out. Is there anything that you would want VR chat to implement in the future that maybe will help with your projects?
Oh man, big question. More transparency about what is being worked on would be nice, so we can plan for the future. That is probably the biggest one.
I agree.
Please give us more updates. Please tell me what you're working on. I have no idea. Like, Fizzbones was just dropped, and I'm like, I wouldn't have minded that it took an extra year if they just told us, hey, we ran into some issues. It's gonna take another year or so, or 6 months, or we'll keep you posted. Keep me posted. But they just kind of like, Fizzbones is here. It's like, there's no warning. It's just, here it is. Everybody, update all of, we went in full on panic mode for like a month, updating all of our stuff, because if they weren't updated, our avatars would be walking around VR chat looking like Jello for like a month. So, transparency would be nice. There's so many things VR chat could do. I think this platform is amazing. I really do appreciate what they've done with such a small team. I think they get a lot of flack that is undeserving, unfortunately, from the community. I actually support the VR chat devs, though I do think they could be a bit more transparent and professional about the way they handled things to negate some of that community negativity. But they don't. They've seemed to develop a very much a we don't need to talk to you guys because you're just gonna call us bitches or something. And I understand it, but I don't agree with it. There's a lot of people, myself included, and you, that rely on VR chat to succeed for our own livelihoods, and I just wish the devs would be more transparent about that.
Oh, absolutely. I guess an interesting question I never really asked is, how'd you come up with the name of like OddOni? Is there a specific story behind that?
Actually, so my name used to be Oni Boy. That was my stage name whenever I performed. Before I was an A&R agent at E&M, I was actually a semi-professional DJ. I used to play festivals, and I used to host nightclub events. Those were really fun times. You don't make much money being an amateur DJ though, so I stopped doing it. I went into club management and just general event coordination. I actually worked for 3 different event companies here in Texas to help coordinate that. But Oni Boy was my stage name for a long time. at the time it was very edgy. I was just like, oh, like demon boy. Oh, I'm sad. I've been through shit, you know. But
Okay.
it rolled off the tongue well, and then I ended up wearing a boy avatar in VR chat all the time, and I got sick of having to look up at everybody because I was in such a small avatar. So whenever we got this, I was like, I'm not very much an Oni boy anymore, and everybody thinks I'm an alien or something because I take VR chat so seriously. So it's just OddOni now.
Okay.
So that just kind of stuck with it.
Speaking of avatar sizes, there's a recent update. Now, I'm not an avatar creator. Maybe this is something you can implement in some of your future releases. But actually, I think it's like a physics bone specific thing. But you can actually scale up your avatar and scale down by just using a radial menu.
We have seen it. We know how to do it.
Okay.
VR chat has advised not doing it unless it was a recent update. At least the last time we looked into that feature, it was advised to not do that for some sort of compatibility issue. I don't remember why. I could be absolutely wrong though, but that's just the information we've been informed with. So we want to do it, but until we get the go ahead to do it, we're not going to touch it because we want to put a polish over function.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Well, okay. So if you've gone up to a lot of clubs in VR chat, like you said, is there any like artists that like, or EDM artists or DJs that you've met personally in VR chat, like growing, like you know, you were watching like Muzz or whatever, and you're like, oh shit, what the
Muzz.
hell? You're like, wait, that guy plays VR chat since when?
So fun fact, whenever I used to be part of I used to be management. Marina used to be with me as well. We used to work for a company called Kaiju Core Entertainment, which worked with Ghost Data. Teddy Lloyd was the most recent talent we actually worked with. Very, very exciting. Marina actually got to illustrate his recent Dallas, Texas poster. All hand drawn and everything. It looked beautiful. It was very, very cool to work with him. However, during the time with Kaiju Core, we actually, not me personally, but my partner, got approached by Slyfest back in their early days to be a part of it. And he looked at me, he's like, hey, don't you play VR chat? Or what do you think? And at the time, I didn't know anything about EDM clubs. I was like, let's not get into that. I think it's too risky, and we have other things we should put our money to. That ended up being a flop because Slyfest is huge now.
Yeah,
so that was a big mistake on my part. But I'm really, really happy what they're doing. My most recent and anybody watching, if you're interested in like attending really amazing events, I highly recommend checking out Muzz. His worlds like resonate with me. They give me chills just standing at them. Marina's watched me just sit in this room and go, oh my god, look at the stone columns and look at this, and I just like, I get goosebumps.
Yeah.
It is such an amazing thing what he's doing, and we're gonna try to go to one of his shows this coming Saturday, I think. So if anybody goes, you might see us there. But amazing what he is doing over there. It's very inspiring, and it's definitely inspired us in what we hope to achieve in VR, and it's really refreshing to see other people trying to push the boundaries of what's possible in this game. Oh, you know, we can make anything in this game if you have moderate game like skill, like game design, and you can literally live any life you want, look how you want, live how you want, visit where you want. You just have to make it, and I think that's a beautiful thing.
Okay. We're coming on the 30 minutes here. We have like 1 minute left. Is there anything that you would like to say, share, talk about, shout out?
Honestly, it's been great just being here. If anybody wants to follow us, we are very small, but we are growing very quickly. We have very big goals and dreams. If you want to follow us, again, our social media is New Eden INT. We have Discord that you can find on any of those socials, and we really, really hope you can join us on this very long adventure we have. It's been a lot of work, and it still has a lot of work, but
yeah, I got it.
we're living a dream job because of our community. It's amazing.
In my Twitch, I have a command called @guest, and then the second one is your Twitter link to New Eden INT. So.
Awesome. Yeah,
I
please
got it.
come
I
in,
got
say
it.
hi.
Yeah. Check out their stuff
We're
on Gumroad.
about to Yes, please. We're about to show you our new avatars. We've been working on them for about a month and a half. It's a lot of work. We actually finished them maybe 30 minutes before coming on the
Oh,
show.
snap.
It's been crunched like crazy. We were so stressed, but we got them done in time. So we can't wait to show you guys.
Okay, awesome. So the question is, how should we show these? Do you want us to? I guess we could use the 360 camera. Does it have like a fade in or something like that? Does it start like invisible, then it can appear, or?
We can start invisible, and then kind of go from there. We're gonna go to a commercial break, right? Or
Yeah,
are we
that's
waiting
right.
on that?
Thank you. It actually reminded me, dude.
Hey.
Hey, commercial
I was
break.
just about to say something, but I appreciate
You're right. It is 9 o'clock. You got me good on that one.
It was so great being here. Thanks for
Yeah.
watching, chat. We'll show you those avatars in just a second.
Yeah, let me. My stream deck is like, excuse me, but that button's not gonna work for you. So I need
I love my stream deck.
Yeah, it's. I need to do it manually. So 1 second here. There we go. Run.
Mine originally.
Okay, we're good. What's up?
Oh, I was talking to Marina. Okay, I'm good, right?
I mean, some people will probably still see. Yeah, you can talk. You can say whatever you want. I mean, we're on a break for 3 minutes, but some people will still hear you if they're subscribed and all that stuff.
Oh, gotcha. Marina, go ahead and you can. Well, she can start in that avatar and then introduce herself. We can do the stage thing on the star. We have 2 avatars to show you.
Yeah, so what we can do with the 360 camera is if Marina, you see that laptop over there with the 3 buttons, press the red one, the red cube. That'll allow you to see the marker. And what we can do is, oh shit, I need to grab it, the green. So what that will allow me to do is place this, and I'm thinking of putting it somewhere like here. And then you can see that marker, so then you can see where to stand when you actually want to show off the avatar. And then,
Gotcha.
yeah. I am.
Do you want me to start
You
on
have
this,
a-
or
Yeah, start in that. Introduce yourself. We've talked a lot about me, so whenever we get back from commercial break, you can start in that, introduce yourself, and then change into the first one, and then just show it off, describe, what you did and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Don't go too technical though.
yeah, absolutely. Let me double check, make sure if we're on an odd break still, or if we're good to go or not. Just give me a second here.
they can hear me from?
Yeah,
here,
they
right?
can still hear OddOni and myself and all that jazz. Still see us if they're subscribed or not.
But will she be heard over there, or
Yeah,
should
yeah.
she come over here
No,
and then show that?
I can modify her or amplify her voice right now, just like that. Now
Oh,
her
okay,
voice
cool.
is modified.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, see, easy, boom. Anyway, I think the ad break is over. Hopefully, prayer.
Cool.
And thank you so much,
I
OddOni.
will-
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Of course, I will give it to the queen over here.
Oh, absolutely. So our next guest is going to be MarinaDragonFlame, who is OddOni's partner, and they're going to be showcasing an amazing avatar. They're first going to obviously be in their normal avatar, which is the part of the gate and key, and then they're going to transition to their new avatar. So we're going to see it for the first time. So first off, I guess I'm just chilling here. And then the cameraman will transition to her, and then you guys will start seeing everything. Whenever you're ready to go, Dead Guy, since you're the cameraman. But we're going to see some cool stuff. So it's all up to Marina to essentially tell us what this is all about. So there we go.
Hello. I can hardly. I have to look up to see myself. Hi everyone. My name is Marina. I am OddOni's partner, who was just on. I am the main artist for New Eden. So I make. Sorry, I have to look up and see myself. I make a lot of our avatars and worlds from scratch. And I am going to be showing you our our new avatars. So I'm gonna start with, let's do her first.
Whoa. Okay. All right.
Hello, this is Bun. Nice to meet you. If you hear OddOni in the background, we're in the same room, so he's, just letting you know. As you can see, I can take off my hat and pass it between hands, put it back on my head. Bun is one of 2 avatars we have. They are kind of magician magical girls. I like to call them our shooting stars.
Woo.
If cameraman, if you could
Yeah, you can
rotate
zoom.
around
Yeah,
me
rotate,
so I
zoom
can
in, do all
show
that
her
stuff.
off a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, make sure to zoom in.
So, with a lot of our, just feel free to zoom around me if you want. With a lot of our avatars, we come with basic functionality such as, so we have a customized feature. She can go short hair.
Okay.
Our basic functionality we usually have is hue shift. Skin tones. Wing size, so we can go a little smaller or big wings, and I can make them flat faster with my
Hell yeah.
expressions. Let's put that back to 50. There's also for my ladies who are like me and who don't really like the big booba, you can go a little smaller or even like a little flat-chested or pointy.
You can stop doing the 360. She's trying to show off like certain things. You're just like zooming behind her.
Whee!
Yeah.
So that's the basic togs. Also, she can disappear.
Okay.
We got animal features, so with the disappear, everything is basically toggleable, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
So also, tail can disappear, ears can disappear, all sorts of stuff. It's very functional. But the main draw, so let's see, I think I showed off all the basic stuff. Yes. So this is the main difference between the two is Bun has a hat, but I'm trying to decide what to show off. All of the functionality? Okay, all right. So the main draw of that I worked really hard on is the magic tricks. So one thing, for example, is the wand. You can switch the hand if you're left-handed or right-handed. The wand can spawn particles for, magics. So fireworks, I think it's a bit, you can't see the big booms.
Shoot out the window.
Oh, wait.
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
There you go. My studio.
Now it's a party. Okay. So that's the fireworks. And then we have a sparkler, which is more easy to see. Pew, pew, pew. We have Roman candle, which is, doesn't have the big booms and is a little smaller.
Okay.
It also, if I take off my hat, pew, pew, pew.
Oh, they didn't toggle the hat off.
Pew. What the heck?
Oh, there you go. There
we
you
go. Fizzbone functionality is a little funky sometimes.
That's all right. That's right.
With, oh yeah, I forgot to mention. OddOni said they're finished, but there's still these avatars are still a work in progress. So there's gonna be some funky stuff. The bounds you might see some disappearing, whatever. But just know that they just need some polish. But so that's the wand. And then these are really exciting. So let's do the wheel first.
Whoa!
got a wheel.
What the?
I got a big old wheel.
Head pad?
I got a big old wheel.
Give a truth? Tell a secret?
Okay.
Lap dance?
So,
Whoa!
so wait. So I have my lovely assistant Oni up here, and he's going to
We're spinning.
go ahead and spin it. And then
Dealer's choice. So that means you choose, right?
Or yeah, I choose. You give me head pats.
Oh, sick. God, I wish that was me.
So I can, it's chosen through the avatar owner. So when someone spins it, I can also spin it. And I can choose. I want more head pats.
Yeah, that's so cool. Wow.
Spin it again. And each avatar has different answers. So Bun is more cutesy. It's more like a sleepover or like a, truth or dare kind of vibe. So give a dare, And the idea is someone comes, you're playing with your friends and you're controlling the wheel, and you can have a group of people and you choose one person to come up and be like, okay, spin the wheel, and then you choose the answer.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of just like a role play thing. But that's the wheel. Another thing is the pole.
Whoa!
So,
Oh, shit. Okay.
so the pole's themed after a roulette table, with some magical elements. For wholesome things.
Yeah, of course.
Well,
of course.
I can get rid of this and just make it like a cool little stage for just being cute, or I can get rid of the lights, and it's just a spinny stage.
That's super cool.
Yeah, or if I go to customize, I can turn. No, never mind. Not this one. There it is. I can stop the animations if I feel dizzy from the spinning, or I can start them back up again. And that's the pole. And that's not all. I still have
There's
one more
more.
thing.
Okay.
I have a drink tray.
Oh, sick.
So, what you can do with the drink tray is you can grab the drinks on it, and you can, interact with people. Go like, here, have a drink. Take a drink while I pretend to pour it in your mouth. Encourage alcoholism, yeah.
Okay.
But in moderation, yeah. And so when I let it go, it goes back. I can pick up the martini. And I can pick up this little one. I can pick up the long one.
Nice.
And I can also, for my left-handed people, change my hands. So, wait, sorry, I forgot to toggle her off. The drink tray, there we go, and it's gone. So that is all of the functionality for Bun. It's so when I'm about to change into our second avatar, she's a bit cooler.
Oh yeah. Before
we've been talking about.
Before you change, I can do you a solid favor. So obviously you're cranking your head back. I can actually just move this back for you, if this will help you out.
Oh yeah.
Here. So is that a little bit easier for you, so you don't have to crank your head?
I'm sorry. I keep looking up.
Or I can make it so it's on the star. If that helps you out too.
Since we're done showing off the wheel, let's put it here.
Sure. The only problem
Yes,
is the
thank you.
cameraman has to be standing closer to use that type of angle. Because if he's too far away, then the 360 clips through the map. But anyway.
Oh.
Anyway, so before you continue again, what's the name of this avatar? And you said that obviously it's it's not out yet, but when's it coming out?
Okay. So these two avatars, this is Bun. What I'm about to show you is Bat, or this is Bunny, and then Bat. They will be coming out on Friday on our Gumroad and booth. They before I show the other one off, I actually wanted to tell a little bit of a story about them.
Go ahead.
They actually started as one avatar named Tia, which actually started as another avatar named Decaptia. So Decaptia was a Halloween avatar, and I wanted to work with the idea of, making her not Halloween. So Decaptia, you take away the decapitation part, it's Tia. Well, Tia kind of evolved into a big character where she was both imp and angel, and she had all sorts of stuff combined. And when I got to texturing her, Oni was like, hey, why don't we just split them into two and focus them up, because I was getting a little they were getting a little muddy. And it just it goes to show our workflow, where I was just like, okay, I'll do it. And we split them up, and there's just so much, they stand out so much more separated than together as Tia. That's the story I wanted to tell.
Okay, awesome. And you want to show off the other avatar? If you
Yes.
want, you can actually go behind the curtains, and then you can come out. You want to be a little more special.
Oh, sure.
And there we go.
Let me.
Yo, get a drum roll. Oh. Whoa. Okay. All right. Get closer. Zoom in. Zoom in. Enhance. Get closer. Oh my God. Whoa.
There is one thing I forgot to show. If you can take a look at my legs.
Okay. I'm looking at your legs.
But
Oh shit.
wrong. Never mind. That's not working.
Okay, never mind.
Never mind. They're supposed to have multiple materials for the tights, where you can change into fishnets. Bun has bun stockings and fishnets. But that was kind of cheeky though.
Okay.
Like I said, not final product. But yeah, this is Bat. She's a bit of a succubus.
Mm-hmm.
She has all the same things that Bun has. Hue shift. She has an extra skin where she can go, pale and tan and black.
Yeah. I think, okay,
And then
so
her wings can go big.
that guy, if you could stand closer, you have to stand physically closer when you do a 360 or a zoom in, otherwise it gets shaky cam. Or, yeah, there you go. So if you would do a 360, it won't clip for the map when you're this close. See? Now it's perfect. See? Boom. But zoom in as well. You can zoom in and do a 360. There you go. See? Practice makes perfect. Anyway, so you have the wings. You can do a hue shift, skin tones. So does it have all the roulette stuff as well, or does it have something else?
Yeah. I can actually, if the curtains are open, I think it'll fit. I can show you her version of the wheel. A magic.
Whoa. Okay, let's zoom out. Okay, let's see what we got here.
So this is more for drinking nights.
Mm-hmm.
Her stuff is more for drinking. So I can give it a spin. Say, all the guys drink right now. Take a drink.
Oh shit! I'm drinking some water.
Hydrate or dihydrate,
That's right.
So they have a lot of the same things. She also, everything's themed to Bat, just like Bun's. So her wand is Bat themed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh wait, here. How about this? Same fireworks. They all do the same thing. But
Will this avatar be
Bat themed.
a package? So you get 2 for 1? kind of like, you know, where to be a separate,
Yes.
sold separately. Okay, so it will be a package deal.
So again, they will be up for sale. They'll be finished. They'll be polished on Friday. We will have a green version of them. What else? Yes. And we'll try to get a quest. If it doesn't happen on launch date, we are working on figuring out a quest for all of our avatars, making time for that. But yes, they will be sold individually and also as a bundle together, just like our past avatars, avatar couples.
Okay,
Sold on
awesome,
Gumroad and
awesome.
Booth.
Awesome,
Yeah.
awesome. Is that everything on the avatar, or would you like to sit with me and talk for the next 10 minutes?
I think that is everything. I would like to sit and chillax
Yeah,
with you.
let's chat. Let's do a little chat here. You know, you can switch it
I'm
back to
gonna-
the
well,
normal camera. Let me, I'll fix it for him.
Yeah.
Boom. See, I can control the cameras too.
I'm trying to decide if I want to stay in bun or go in bun. Oh, okay, I'll just be back.
Sure. So, obviously, this is a whole new avatar. Do you have a price point of what will this avatar will cost on Friday or when it's released?
If I remember correctly, I think it's individuals are 45 and together they'll be like 60.
Okay.
I think.
Damn. 2 for
We
1
might
for
have to figure it
60?
out.
Let's go.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Same price point as our fairies if you want to
Yeah.
look into that. Mhm.
Okay. Do you think these will do really well? Because I think these are super cool. Like, I never seen like the wheel, the pole with like all the like, what the hell? Like, these are like really customizable avatar. I want to be honest with you, Marina. You hit it out of the park with these avatars. Honestly. And it's a unique
thank
design. It's a
you.
bat, like succubus, and like a bunny, like, you know, drinker girl type thing. And like, I you know, I wouldn't be surprised if someone got one of these avatars and was dancing at one of those clubs, you know?
Yeah, we've been talking about Monster Girls a lot recently, and like I think that was a little bit before I really leaned heavily into Bat's design, which is, you know, she's very purple and a bit more surreal than our past avatars. I think the more we've been developing avatars, the more surreal and magical and like, you know, unrealistic we've been going.
I mean, I think that's a good place to go into with avatar creation, because you don't want to just be stuck with like the normal cat girl, fox girl, resident sleeper. I think you should always lead into going to these unique ideas, because then people are gonna be like, whoa, holy fuck, not only is it a succubus, but it's a batgirl succubus. Like, what the like, people are gonna be like, that's so cool. Like, that's, you know what I mean? Like, that type of design is gonna obviously stand out more than the typical what you see on other Gumroads or Booth and stuff like that. My suggestion would be, can you please make a night elf, blood elf one day? Smile, winky face.
I need to look more into like what those are, because I thought that, like, you know, it was just simply like gray skin, but I guess it's like a bluish skin with like big ears. Is that what?
Yeah, it's like a purple. It can be different tones of skin. Since you can change the skin tone, you have different variations. If you ever just look up World of Warcraft, look up Night Elf like customization video, you'll see all the and it has like tattoos and like all this like stuff you can do for missions. That's just my personal take, but I actually have a really good suggestion for another future avatar idea, and that is to make a base. Now, what I mean by that is I've seen a lot of people go for like the Bulbulman avatars, or my dude Gideon or MDG. He made the Operator 29, the Lioness one, very popular. I've seen a lot of my friends using this avatar, and it's very customizable. So what I'm trying to say here is I think at some point you should go for making like a really good male and female base that has like just a fuckload of like toggles and a lot of like customization on it. It doesn't have to have a specific outfit. It could just be like, hey, this is just like a basic chill whatever tech wear, I don't know, whatever you have, and then go for one of those types of avatars, because people can use that as a base and then add on to other outfits, other ideas. Either you can release as like an outfit pack or other Gumroad or Booth outfits, because I've seen so many people with like the lion stuff, and I'm like, it's because it's such a versatile base. So that'd be my other suggestion.
It's a really great idea. I think it definitely is a project that we can keep in mind for the future. It's a very big project, and I especially feel like if there's a lot of bases out there, very versatile bases. This one is on the Tory base, which is like our favorite to use right now. And I have a personal feeling that if I were to make a base, male or female, I would need to have something that we would do differently or better, and like exploring different body types, or different, maybe more naturalistic. I don't know, but so far the girls, like this one, for example, is just so good. It's hard to beat, The guys though, guys don't have a lot of variation right now.
Yeah, it's like
for male
muscle
avatars.
guy or e-boy.
Yeah.
Usually the same.
Yeah, Key was actually a huge challenge. The avatar that OddOni was wearing, it was a huge challenge because I was like, how do I make him not look like every other male avatar or in VR without, making him look like extreme, like a lowly or something like that. And I think I did pretty well with Key, but I've always been making another male avatar is hard because I'm like, what what else are people looking for from a male avatar, if you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Was this
I
avatar?
definitely would love to.
Was this avatar you like? What shader is this using? Is this using Poyumi or another shader?
This is Poyomi 8. This is actually Poyomi 8 is relatively new. I had to learn it for these two. That's why they took a little bit longer than our typical avatars. They have all sorts of new features. More lighting stuff to mess with. So I had to learn that. Thankfully, Poyomi has been publishing new tutorials on, helping with lighting, helping with transparency issues. I really recommend it if anyone's having issues with that. And, I've been watching Poyomi. He's also going to be, or they're also going to be releasing documentation soon. So, it took a bit to get to know this new one, but
You should be very proud of yourself. This is an incredible avatar. I was not expecting this whatsoever. I was just like, wait, there's two? Like, what the? And then you put on all these crazy animations and stuff. Like, this is really, really cool. Like, this, honestly, if anyone's watching, you're setting the bar like really, really high. I think people should aspire to be just like you of making all these crazy animations. I feel like some people focus more on just, wow, a pretty girl, and it's just like, okay. But like, you have like the show and tell, you have like the animations, you have all these additional things that make it special, make it unique, and there's so many things you can also add to this avatar. You can have like, because it's a bat, maybe you can have a little bat follower, a little person that follows you around, a little like minion or something. There's a lot of things like that.
It's funny you mentioned that, because originally Tia, right, this started as Tia, was going to have a pet. They recently, released, there have been some more pet prefabs coming out, and I wanted to take a look at those. There's a really cute Among Us follower, and I wanted to tear that one apart and see how that one works. And yeah, Tia was originally going to have a little bunny that follows her around, reacts to your emotes, so on and so forth. And then they split into two. And they were gonna have pets, but they unfortunately had to be cut for time. In the future, I would love to. Pets have been an idea for us since Gate and Key, actually, which was like last March. They just keep getting cut because they're basically another character to develop for an avatar.
Okay. So you said that obviously, again, this is happening and going to be on Friday, hopefully, for release. Is there anything else that you would like to say? Because we're up on 30 minutes, so I just want to make sure that you get to say your closing
Wow,
statements.
time
I know
flies.
it's good. Well, you spent a lot of it showing off the avatar, but obviously I have one more person to.
Right. Well, yes. These avatars that I was showing off will be available on Friday on Gumroad and Booth under New Eden Int. It was really fun. It was really fun showing them off and talking to you, and I hope everyone enjoyed getting to know us a little bit. And I look forward to any newcomers. Feel free to interact with us. We love talking in our server, and it's a community. We want to develop a community as well. So yeah.
Oh, absolutely. You did an incredible job, honestly. Like, can you give a round of applause? Give me some hearts in the chat for MarinaDragonFlame and OddOni. They're a couple. They worked on this amazing avatar. This was literally a showcase, literally for these two avatars. They worked for this. Like, we got a sneak peek at this, and you can buy them on Friday, and if it's released, and on their Gumroad and everything like that. So, incredible job. Be very proud of yourself. You both are an amazing group, and work together on these amazing projects. So thank you for stopping by, and thank you so much. I'll see you in a little bit,
Thank you.
because I got my next guest, and then after that I'll be hanging out here after the stream if you want to stick around.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, thank you
Good
so
show.
much. Thank you. So our next and final guest is going to be Aluna, who's going to be joining us now. They're currently, I believe, in the green room. If you make your way through that door that says backstage, yes, I know you can hear me and I can see you because I use magic powers. And then you're in the backstage, and then Dead Guy, aka that robot, is telling you where to go. You just walk right through. Hello. 1 second, I'll amplify your voice so everyone can hear you. There we go. There you go. Hello, welcome to my show. How you doing today?
Hey, I'm doing great. What about you, Rebel?
Absolutely amazing. Did you enjoy watching the show in the backstage and seeing all the TVs and all that cool stuff? Did it feel like a real life TV show?
Yeah, that was pretty good. I liked it.
Oh, even you're impressed? Oh, what's with the camera, bro? What the? There we go. Sorry, I don't know what's up with that.
It's a little bit different, when you just see it being showed around, and then when it's like actually in action. It's the same thing with RP, kind of. You just see the map, but you don't see the action with the people. So that's pretty good, yeah.
So obviously, this is Luna, who is joining us tonight, and you have quite the background, quite the resume, the portfolio. You've done a lot of game stuff. You're a role player. You also do like Black Ram. You do Purple Lotus. Like, let's get right into it. So obviously, well, the very basic question is like, how'd you get into VR chat? How'd you find out about this magical place that we're all in?
That's a really funny story. A while back, I started with the original Vive, actually. And not because I bought one, because my brother bought one.
Okay.
My brother is one of those types of people that buys a lot of stuff where he thinks he has a hobby for, and he tries it out for like a few days. Doesn't matter how expensive it is, and then eventually he loses interest and it just lies in the corner. Also, during that time, one of the controllers kind of died, and he really had no interest in it anymore after using it for roughly a month. And then I had it, and it was lying around in my room for a good while because I didn't know what to do with it. And then I saw VR chat, and I saw the possibility to make your own stuff in it and see it in front of your own eyes. And that kind of hooked me, so I plugged it in. Didn't really matter that I just had one controller, and then I immediately started to try to figure stuff out. It didn't work out pretty well at the very beginning because I was new to Unity, though I did have, at this point, 10 years of experience with the Source engine, but it's completely different. However, I started small and started socializing, which I was actually not very good at. Because back in the day I was very shy, a lot of anxiety. Over the course of VR chat, though, that has changed. I can talk in front of thousands of people, and it will work out in the end. But yeah, that's how I got into VR chat.
Okay. And then you was this shortly after you got into like role playing with like Purple Lotus, Black Ram, the Meat Rack? How did that come about?
Oh, that came way later.
Okay.
First, I was on my route to figure out more stuff about avatar making. That was at this point the only thing I could think about night and day. Also, prior to that, I met my now boyfriend, actually fiance, here in VR chat, and we kind of like tried to figure out stuff together.
Congratulations.
Hey, yeah, we're still together. It's been a while. However, yeah, I had one goal: getting better and better and better and better at what I'm doing, which was avatar creating and map developing. And eventually, after, I don't know, 1 or 2 years, that's when I slowly started getting into roleplay, because I saw people doing it around me. I don't even know how I got into that circle, to be honest with you. I just somehow landed there one day. And then I met one person after another, because the RP community is very welcoming. And from there on, I thought to myself, hey, why not do my own thing? And I really love the game Blade and Soul, the Korean MMORPG. And I really love the faction, the pirate faction, Black Ram. Back in the day, I somewhat knew how to disassemble the game, but the content is very complex to figure out. So I just had some stuff of it, and then tried to do something with that. So the Black Ram was rather small, with like 3 people, 4 people, and a bunch of stuff that wasn't even part of the game, because I didn't know how to get everything. And from there, again, I met many more people of the RP community that were very welcoming. I got into the circle, and eventually I got into Purple Lotus due to my friend Gormunder, that I also met along the way, who then invited me to a grand event that was supposed to get lots and lots of RP communities together in one, which was called the War of Zaros. Before that, I never even heard of Purple Lotus, but it was a requirement to join the server to be even part of it. So that's how I got in there, and started making friendships in there after that.
Damn. And now you're a bigger part of like doing Purple Lotus and all these interactions with a lot of people. Like you've done a lot of stuff like Sachi and everybody. Was that a lot of fun to like interact with other RP communities outside your own?
Oh, absolutely. Because not only do you get to see new things and how other people handle things, but also, you know, you start to form new friendships, and you work together, you try to figure things out together. It's been a journey and a half, and if I'll be honest, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Okay. I saw that obviously, you know, you are a huge person, not just into roleplay, but into making avatars and animations and stuff like that. Was that something that, you know, obviously you said that, you know, you had to learn a little bit with the Blender Unity stuff, but how did that come about? Was that just because you played a lot of MMOs? Was that just something you've always had an inspiration to do? Or how did that come about in relation to VR chat? Was that just something you always wanted to do? Or was it just something, how did that come about?
I've been, I would say, a creator my whole life. Even when I was a kid, I'd started to, you know, draw characters and write their backstories and stuff like that. I really always enjoyed that, because I'm also a big fan of movies and, you know, entertainment in general. Everything that tells a story and lets you think deeper about things. So every time I have the opportunity, right now, as I am with the knowledge that I have, something 3D based where I can create, I'll be on it. It doesn't matter how long it takes to, you know, learn the mechanics and the details of it. I'll be on it, and I will make something. It always gets my interest. As long as sandbox is involved, I'll be there.
No, I gotcha. What can you tell me about your character here? Like your OC. What's the story behind your character here?
This is a shark girl called Calypso. She's based off of the man-eater shark, the bioelectric set from the game. However, with a little twist, turned into human. That's very story specific to what happened. There's a funny story with that. Is actually after the War of Zaros event, and when I got to meet Sachi a little bit more, we kind of, we kind of got a liking to each other because we're on the both on the same wavelength in a way. And one day I was like, I made the avatar already for just the man-eater shark, and I really enjoyed it with all the animations and stuff. I showed it off on Great Moon Aroma's channel, and I was like, you know what? I kind of wanna roleplay as just a shark. As stupid as it sounds, but during that time, the new casino of Purple Lotus was in the works, and I messaged Sachi and I was like, "Hey, you know what? I made this tank. I modeled this tank. Would you mind putting this in your work in progress office so I could roleplay as a shark?" And this mad lad actually just said yes, even though he barely knew me. And I'm glad he did, because it brought us where we are today. And then I started off just role-playing as a shark, being an absolute menace. However, that didn't quite work out, because in the end, everybody just stared at me and called me cute. That wasn't part of the plan.
Oh,
so...
Well, I mean, look at you. Damn,
Yeah.
sheesh. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Well, now I'm cute, but the actual shark is not so cute, if you get it, right?
Yeah, I getcha.
However, I wanted to be, after a while, I had enough of being just a shark, so I wanted to be more involved in things. And then one day I just showed up as in another lobby of the Purple Lotus, which is the onsen. I just showed up as a tiny version of this, like literally looking like a little girl, like a baby girl shark.
Okay.
Not talking at all, but I just showed up in front of Sachi and he was like, "Who are you? Can I help you?" And I was just hopping, being all happy and stuff, mute because I didn't want to give the baby a voice. And he was like, because he gave the shark a name, which was Calypso, and he was like, "Calypso, is that you?" And I was like, "Yeah." Well, one thing came to another. He started adopting her, and with that character, I became part of the Lotus family.
Damn.
Yeah.
What a story, you know? So, that's
Pretty cute.
awesome. Yeah, exactly. And now you're a full-grown shark girl, you know? And probably everyone's like, "Damn, Blush's face. Oh my God, is that Calypso walking towards me?"
Oh no! Right now, everybody hates me.
Oh, what'd you
Oh,
do?
you can
Huh?
trust me
What'd
on
you
that
do?
one.
What'd you do? Did you kill everyone? What'd you do?
No. Well, in fact, it would take hours and days to explain everything, but I'll just start what's going on in the metaverse right now.
Okay.
Big man boss Sachi has been kidnapped to something called the Dark Ether. It's something run by my good friend Artlak. It's very Call of Duty based. Revolving around zombies and stuff like that. And these zombies had been attacking our cities for weeks on end, and many characters died and tried to survive and stuff like that. Now was actually the time where Sachi was put through a portal straight to the ether in front of Calypso's eyes. That broke her heart. Also, big thing to note is that she's 100% electricity based. So what happened that day is that she completely gave away her control of her good mind and good spirit and changed her current from positive to negative, which not only changed her color to gray and yellow, but also swapped her personality 180 degrees. Shows she's not nice anymore, not friendly, not sweet, straight up goal orientated, wants to go out on war with the zombies, makes absolutely horrible decisions right now that might get many people in danger. And the most important part to notice, since she is Sachi's daughter, she is currently in control and in the chair of the Purple Lotus.
Uh-oh. Oh, shit.
Yes.
Damn. What if people try to overthrow you? What happens? Are they gonna be like, nah, you ain't gonna run.
I hope they try, because it makes for such good roleplay.
Yeah, absolutely.
I already got bits and pieces of people trying to overthrow her, betray her, and I'm sitting here grabbing my popcorn. This is gonna be a great 3 weeks.
I wonder if I should always. I haven't been to Purple Lotus in like 4 years. I wonder if I should show up as this character and then come with my cameraman, and then like be like that human like reporter and be like, all right, there's zombies attacking the city right now. There's this crazy shark girl and this like, what is happening, bro? Is this a fever dream? Like, what the fuck? Zoom in on that. He goes like, fucking, yo, that guy just fucking died. What the hell? Is this Sharknado?
Absolutely, you should do that.
Yeah,
That'd be amazing, actually. I would love that. I would love to see that.
Yeah, it makes everything grounded. I'm just a human. I'm just like sort of like the chat reaction of like just, you know, being like, yo, what the hell is going on, bro? Can I interview you? All right, you're fighting, you know, you're fighting this super demon. How do you feel right now? Bro, get away from me. I'm dying. Okay, just come on, give me 5 seconds, man. 5 seconds, bro. I started talking to like the evil
funny part is,
talking to the evil wizard. Yo, how you doing, bro? Yo, are you gonna kill this guy? Hell yeah. Let's go.
You know, the funny part is, as much as I know the metaverse, they would probably not be like, hey, I'm dying right now. No, they would stand there still while the zombies are fighting in the background, and they would just lore dump on you.
Yeah, I'd be like the exposition person. I'd be like, yeah, these demons are coming from hell, and these fucking zombies are taking over the city and shit. And the reason why I'm not getting attacked is because I'm just a watcher. I'm an observer. There you go. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm not a god. I'm just bestowed with immortality, but I can't do anything. That's the thing. I'm just there to observe and to record for history. Yeah, there you go. That makes sense. See that, you know.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, that makes sense in a lore sense. But anyway, moving on. So obviously you've also run your own like cafe that you were showing me a while ago. How's that coming around?
It's coming around pretty good. Actually, the first day of the opening, we were full immediately, and I was very touched to the point where I actually started crying out of character and tried to make it look like it was just in character. Yeah. But no, right now it again it ties into the story. So right now, the cafe is not the most pleasant part to visit because it's kind of surrounded by an angry thundercloud of Calypso anger. So it's going good.
Okay. I look forward to it. You know. Now, do you stream yourself or do you like appear on other people's streams?
I do appear on many other people's streams. I generally refrain from streaming myself because not only does my computer is not able to handle that properly, especially with lobbies that big. Secondly, I don't want to accidentally show my username or my avatar names.
Okay.
Just for protective reasons.
I gotcha. That makes sense. Okay. So obviously you have this big story arc. Is there any other side projects you want to talk about, like your Black Ram? Anything else with your other characters that isn't Calypso?
I'd love to talk about Black Ram, actually. That's my big love, my baby.
Okay. What can you tell us about Black Ram?
What would you like to know?
Well, obviously it's from, you know, your inspiration from what's it called, Blade and Soul, the Korean MMO.
Blade and Soul, yeah.
Yeah, so it's obviously from that and the pirate race with the Black Ram. But is it directly in reference to Blade and Soul, or did you make your own alterations for VR chat, or?
We started off with the actual accurate lore of the game. So I, in the Discord, I linked a bunch of wiki stuff and stuff like that. So we do have, you know, all the original backgrounds there. We can talk about the original characters, like the actually dead founder of the Black Ram, Chol Mugo. is a big part that we talk about all the time. But in the end, when I started making all these maps and all these avatars, because one thing you gotta know about Black Gram is that I make about 95% of the maps and avatars for it, for everyone in the group. And along the way, as we progressed with these maps to explore parts of cities and deserts and islands and stuff like that, and many new enemies, we, of course, and that's natural, formed our own path in the story. And that's what we go off at the moment.
Okay. That's awesome, because I was watching for a little bit. You have like a ship, and then everyone does like their part on the ship, and then you travel and you have like battles with other pirates, and you go to like a city, and then you know, go for the city and do your adventures and things like that. So I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah, the ship is actually a big part. We like to be on the ocean a lot. It's also, I'm a huge fan of travel worlds. I like to be immersed in the setting of, hey, we're actually going somewhere. So you see the water passing by and mountains in the background and stuff like that. And I don't only have the ship world, but we have travel worlds with carts that are being pulled by giant thresher creatures. So that's always a joy. But yeah, we like to be on the ocean for the majority of time, because that's what we do. We're pirates. And it's very interactive. I make sure that there are actually things to do for the crew on the ship. So there's basic stuff like there's a chest at the spawn which contains your money. We use pearls as a currency amongst us pirates to pay each other. How you earn these is by either standing in front of a doorway. There will be a yellow kind of circle which indicates it's a guard post. If you stand on that for like 5 minutes, the system of the map will automatically pay you and put a pearl into your chest. Same goes for if you make a cannonball or weapons that we have down in the forge. The forge is like the go-to place for interaction, and it's many people's favorite thing to do, because you have to go through the whole process of mining the ore with the pickaxe. You have to process it with a hammer, you know, you smelt it down, then you either put it into the cannon crafter, 3 of those, and close it up and wait for a minute, or on the anvil to make a weapon. With the help of the menu, you select a weapon, then you actually hit it a few times with the hammer, and then it will proceed to become the weapon that you wanted it to be.
That's awesome.
Plus, you also need to chop wood for the fire. If you don't chop wood for the fire, it doesn't work, the smelting.
Okay.
And the fire will eventually also burn down. So it's very hectic down there.
I imagine you've yelled at a lot of people. You're like, "Hey, where's the wood? What the heck, man?" You're like, "Come on, dude, do your job."
Definitely.
Who is the captain of the Black Ram of the ship?
Captain is actually one of the ranks that's not the highest. We do have rankings.
Of the admiral.
But the highest rank is actually admiral.
Yeah.
Exactly. So my character is Admiral Luna Kasai, originating from my internet name, which is the admiral of the Eastern Fleet, which we are. But there are also other fleets with other admirals. So there is not a pirate king or pirate queen controlling everybody, but it's divided into 5 segments with 5 other admirals.
Okay. Do you, if you want, you can switch into the admiral avatar if you want. You don't have to, but you know.
I don't have it on here.
Oh, okay. That's
sadly.
fine. So that's awesome. Obviously, you get to be, you know, the big cheese on the ship. And be like, all right, man the sails, man the cannons, get more wood. You know, you fucking yelling at everybody to do their things and all that stuff. So that seems like a lot of fun to be able to do that. And be like, swap the poop deck. Come on, guys. Fucking scrubbing. You know.
To your surprise, though, it is a lot of fun. However, I don't do it often. The admiral is actually involved in a lot of political things. Yeah, pirates and politics. some may think that doesn't match well, but we do have politics, and the higher you up in the ranks, the more political it actually gets. The people that are actually doing what you just said are officers, captains,
Yeah.
and commanders. Those are the people that be like, get your ass up and running.
That makes sense. I think a good question here is, how does someone join the Black Ram? Is there like a sign-up sheet? How's the process for someone that wants to join this roleplay? How does the process for that?
So, the Black Ram is a semi-open roleplay, and I say semi-open because I am very, very picky of who I let in. Not because of performance reasons or anything like that, or how you are as a person. It's just, I need to protect my work. And if someone joins my roleplay, I will look into their profile. I will look at everything. I want to make sure that this person is not an avatar ripper or someone who's very interested in just getting into the circle to steal stuff. So I'm working together with Sachi on that in the Purple Lotus, and even maintaining being present in the Purple Lotus has the condition that you're not an avatar ripper, because our people find out rather quickly. And if you are, you also fly out of the Purple Lotus. So in the Purple Lotus, you simply request the NPC role, and then you are invited to join on Wednesdays at 10:30 p.m. EST, with Sachi being the DM for that session. You would join the voice call then, and as Sachi is the host, you would request on him, and you would get a fully customizable avatar for that Black Ram RP, which you can customize to your leisure, with even 4 different races. And then you can hop right in and become a part of it.
Okay. And then the other roleplay that you are also a part of is the meat rack. So how did that come about with Meat Hamsky? And your character that you play?
Meat Hamsky is someone I've been observing for a while, simply because of the fact he is a good friend of Gormunder as well. And I met him a couple times here and there, and whenever I did, I thought he was really, really, really funny. He is a really funny guy. Like, if you don't know him, he's gonna make you laugh within like 2 minutes. I don't know how he does it, but he's a great person. And eventually I just, started approaching him. And then the meat rack started forming. He made the whole map from scratch. It's being absolutely fantastic. I love the map. I love the progress he's doing. I like to help here and there when he has questions. So the day we actually met in roleplay was a session that was made by Gormunder. It was a silly thing, because none of us had anything to do that day, and we really just wanted to roleplay. So the concept was just all over the place. It was really dumb and stupid, and everybody thought we're gonna forget about this. Funny enough, Hamsky and I did videos about it. Now it's archived, and everybody talked about it for a long time, and it's canon. It was really funny, and during that session where we actually got to meet Hamsky and I, he offered my character, Agent Venus, a job at the meat rack if we survived this. And so it did happen.
Damn. You have so many different characters and so many different role plays. Like, how do you manage it all? Does it ever get confusing? You're like, oh shit, like I'm supposed to be this character. This is my motos. Oh crap, I'm supposed to be, Luna today. Oh crap, I'm Agent. What was it? Agent.
Agent Venus.
Venus, sorry, Venus. Or am I the Admiral today? Like, what the? It seems kind of, it can get kind of, messy if you're doing so many different role plays.
Honestly, I thought the same thing.
wow.
Right now, I have
How am I
5
supposed to
solid
fit all of you in
characters
such a
with a
tight
solid
little
backstory,
space?
and
Yo,
they all
thanks for
have
the raid.
interacted with many characters in a way. I thought maybe this will burn me out, or I can't think of the things that I did or who I talked to. However, to my surprise, I found it to be rather easy. It just happens, you know. It's like a light switch. I am the character at that moment, and suddenly I have everything that I did and wanted to do in my head again. And who talked to me, who talked to this certain character, and what the topic was about. I feel like sometimes it's a little bit hard to divide between these things and not accidentally say something that you're actually not supposed to know.
Yeah.
But the more you do it and the more things you hear around you, they will remind you. And so you know, oh, I should probably not bring this up because my character's not supposed to know that. There was the other one. But it's a lot of fun. And that's why I'm very focused on that.
I'd also say thank you so much to Psionic for the raid. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Hope you had a good stream. Thank you for all the raiders coming. I appreciate that. I should probably. So I'm gonna do another ad break because we just hit 10 p.m. Now we're gonna continue for another 5 minutes, just so you know. But we're gonna run an ad break because if I don't do that, what's gonna happen is people are probably coming in and be like, "What the hell, man? 8 ads? What the f?" So if I purposely run ads and purposely just chill for a few minutes, then they don't miss anything. So I'm gonna.
I get it.
Real quick, yeah. I know can kind of break the immersion on like ad breaks and all that stuff and talking and whatnot. Let me see here. Yeah, stinky ads, you're right. Let me do that real quick. Well, apparently it says I can't run an ad, so maybe it's already going. Whatever. Anyway, what's more important is talking again about me Hamsky and the meat rack. So, did you think you would get to as far as you are with your character, the agent Venus?
Without him, no, absolutely not. Because Agent Venus, in the first place, was just meant to be an avatar and not actually a character.
Okay.
But yeah, that day actually fleshed it out a little bit and gave her a chance to exist in the roleplay world.
That's awesome. So, is there anything that you would like to, close off with? Is there any like big projects you want to allude to, or any, stuff like that? Anything that you want to shout out, say, tell people about?
Probably just, I don't know. I recommend, like, if you're not in the roleplay community but you show general interest in it, I do suggest looking up the Purple Lotus because it is a great place to start. Nobody there is judgmental in any sort of way. They're very welcoming. It's a great place to start learning and also get together with roleplay veterans in a way, so you may have growth in your character and even visit way more places that you never thought you will see in this game.
Okay. Well, shout out to the Purple Lotus. Shout out to Black Ram, Meat Rack, all that stuff. You've done an incredible job with what you do, and I'm very impressed when you showed me all your avatars, when you did, because I was like, what the hell? It's like these crazy raid bosses and all this crazy stuff. Because I've roleplayed, but nobody has cool shit like that when they roleplay. The coolest thing they'll do is I don't know, throw their card or something, or maybe have a gun and it shoots or something. And then you were coming out with these AoE boss battles and stuff, and I was just like, what is happening, man? I just stepped into I don't know, World of Warcraft or something, or and I'm in a raid boss and I'm all by myself and I'm just I'm gonna punch you in the face, demon. So
It's great, right?
Yeah.
No, actually, maybe I can add that. If you guys want to see that kind of stuff, definitely go check out my YouTube channel, which is Luna Kasai, or go straight up to Great Moon Aroma and check out the Epic Avatar playlist. I have about 4 or 5 videos in there featured with him,
Awesome.
showing some of my greatest stuff that I've ever done.
That's awesome. Again, check out Purple Lotus. It's gonna be an amazing time with all this crazy RP stuff of Calypso. So obviously people are gonna be like, oh, what's going on here? Oh shit, oh, she kind of evil now. What the? Huh? Where's Sachi? He's kidnapped. What the hell? Huh? You know, so that's always something people are going to be looking forward to seeing. And thank you so much for coming by. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Lynn. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, thank you to everybody for stopping by. Lazzie, MarinaDragonFlame, OddOni, Luna. Appreciate it. Can we get some hearts in the chat? I appreciate you all. Mwah, much love. We're going to be ending out the stream here. So I'm wanting to, I'll do it because I can do it. Well, here's the outro. And we'll see you guys next time for another interview or chill discussion podcast, something like that. Thank you, everybody. I love you all. And we're going to go raid somebody. Give me a moment here. We're going to raid Gap. Give me some love. Alright, see you guys later. Peace.